And now, the most amazing movie review show of all time on the internet is finally here.
Hey, what's up? My name is Avik, and this is going to be my first movie review, and it's going to be on Star Wars. Okay, so what's the plot? Like any Star Wars movie, it's the dark side versus the rebels. So here the dark side are called the First Order, and they want to implement a new order in the galaxy. And the rebels, think it's infringing on their freedom or whatever. I mean, you don't know what they're fighting for, but the rebels are fighting the First Order. That's the plot. If you've seen The Force Awakens, Rey is the last Jedi, and she goes looking for Luke to help save the rebels, and they're fighting against the First Order. But Luke, and this really pissed me off in this movie, is like starts acting like a petulant child. No, I'm not gonna go. You don't understand what happened to me. I can never go back. So, the rebels are getting killed, and Luke is like, yeah, so I'm not helping because I'm emotionally disturbed. That was the only childish thing I think in the movie. But other than that, I'm not a sci-fi fan, and I like this movie. I mean, honestly, I did like this movie. There were lots of great fight scenes. There was a great fight scene between Rey and the leader of the First Order here is called Snoke or Snokes or something. And this guy has these King's Guard people, and they have these amazing weapons. And that fight scene is phenomenal, fantastic. If you are a Star Wars, fan, I'm sure you've already seen the movie. But if you like lightsabers and stuff, you're gonna like these weapons. They've got lightsaber nunchucks and stuff. Oh yeah, one weird thing is that as the rebels try to flee, the First Order, they track them, and they say we track them through light speed. I don't know what the hell that means. They never explain it. They're like, oh my God, they tracked us through light speed? Oh my God, we tracked them through light speed. And it's like, everybody's supposed to just be like, wow, that's amazing. I have no idea what that means. One of the, my favorite moments was seeing Benicio del Toro in this movie. I did not expect it. I didn't know who was going to be in this movie. When I saw him, I was really happy. I was like, wow, this guy, I love Benicio del Toro, and he hasn't had a really great hit in a long time. So I thought, okay, he's going to be in a hit movie. Good for Benicio. So I really love that. The worst thing about this movie is they had Brienne of Tarth, Gwendolyn Christie, or Brienne of Tarth from Game of Thrones. They had her in this movie as this character called Phasma, and they never show her face. She's always in some sort of mask. I mean, I don't understand why they didn't show her face, what the point of keeping her in a mask was. I have no idea why that was a good thing, not showing Gwendolyn Christie's face. I mean, I was pissed off at that. I didn't like it. One thing that really struck me in this movie was a lot of rebels are killed. The First Order just keeps shooting transport vehicles in the space, and every time they do it, there's a lot of people in these vehicles and they're all dead. And I felt it. I was like, oh my God, all these people are dying. They're killing all these people. And because I felt it, I was like, in Star Wars, they're killing so many people. And it's a lot of children are supposed to see it. I mean, even though they don't show the people being killed, I felt the violence. I felt that these people were being killed. So I was really surprised at how many rebels they killed, and it just affected me. Now I wanted to talk a little bit about the controversy that this has stirred up because of the Rotten Tomatoes score. And there's a theory that there are some alt-right people who got angry because of the diversity that's in Star Wars, and they felt that this diversity was forced and not natural, and so they downvoted on Rotten Tomatoes. Now, I watched this movie, and I counted a total of 4 black people, I think 3 black people, and 2 of them were there for 2 seconds. Finn is the only black person who has actual screen time. And then there were like 4 Asians. 2 of them were there for 2 seconds. One of them was there for a minute. And then there was this other Asian chick who was there for longer in the second half of the movie. Everybody else was white or alien. I don't understand what this controversy is about all this forced diversity. Now, it's true that women they were in positions of leadership, but I didn't even feel it. I was like, oh, Princess Leia is in a position of leadership, but I mean, we already knew that. I didn't think anything of it. And then Laura Dern comes in, and she becomes the next general, and I was like, okay, Laura Dern is the next general. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think she was a woman or not a man or whatever. And so I don't understand what this whole forced diversity controversy is about. I really think it's all made up. I think it's a good Star Wars movie. I was shockingly surprised that I enjoyed it because I did not enjoy the second trilogy, the 1, 2, 3 that came out. I absolutely did not like it. I watched them, but I didn't enjoy them. This one I actually enjoyed, and I think Rey, the girl who plays Rey, I think she's fantastic as a Jedi. She has a great personality. She's like, you automatically think that yes, she could be a Jedi. Yes, I believe her. I believe that she's a Jedi. You're not thinking she's a girl or a boy or whatever. You're just thinking, when you look at her, you're like, I believe she's a Jedi. Last thing I want to say about this movie is, while I didn't enjoy, it annoyed me that Luke Skywalker in the beginning of the movie, he was like, oh, I'm not going to go. I don't want to go back and help the rebels. But by the end of the movie, of course, he comes back. And it was great to see Luke Skywalker again, wielding the lightsaber. It was great to see Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. It was fantastic. I'm not a great fan of sci-fi movies, but I really enjoyed this film. I did not expect to enjoy it. I thought I'm not going to like it, and I did. I think the controversy about the forced diversity, I think is bunk, and I think you should go watch it. I give the movie 8 out of 10. Okay, so this was my first review. I don't know if you liked it. I don't want this to be like a systematic breakdown of movies. I just want to talk about how I felt about a movie and whether you should go watch it. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. If you have ideas, if you think, no, well, you should talk about this or the other thing, and this is how you should make your channel, please leave me some advice. I'm also thinking of calling this thing the No BS Review Channel. I don't know if it's a good name. If you have any ideas, let me know, and I'll think about it. Hopefully you'll have much better ideas than I do. See you in the next review. I'm going to be reviewing 3 Billboards in Ebbing, Missouri. I love that movie. I'm going to talk about it next. And now, the most amazing movie review show of all time on the internet is finally here.